those of you who do not know your login and password, well, first of all, let's send around a sign-up sheet so I can know who all's here. And then if you need your login and password, put a star next to your name. How's that? And I will reset it for you later today after the class. That work? Okay, we're waiting for my computer to boot up. Let me see if I can remember the URL. jpw206.globalwolfweb.com. I think that's it. Once my computer boots up, I'll let you know that for sure. But those of you who have been on WOLFconnect, make sure that you make a shortcut to your desktop so you don't have to remember that, okay? So once my computer boots up, I'll show you that I have a shortcut on my desktop. I also have one on my iPad, so then all I have to do is just click on it. And eventually, we will be logged on.
We don't need to do that.
Okay, those of you who are on WOLFconnect, what do you use it for?
Sign up for classes and to look up taxes with our
Did you hear that?
No.
To sign up for classes,
MLS.
to get to MLS. And Bonnie also said to get taxes for Sedgwick County and Butler County. If you go to WOLFconnect first thing in the morning, you don't really have to log on to anything else because every place that you need to go, there is a login for.
And I get on paperless through WOLFconnect.
And paperless through WOLFconnect. Thank you. Okay, so see right here, I have a shortcut on my desktop to get to WOLFconnect. And that's what I recommend that you do as well. We're still trying to get on the internet, sorry.
Can we get on Instinet Forms?
Yes. Okay. Looks like we're in. Okay, so you click on WOLFconnect. Did that URL work?
No.
Okay. Whoops. Okay, anybody else that uses WOLFconnect, what do you use it for?
Wide-end email.
Wide-end email? Okay.
Started putting my contacts in there.
Okay, good. And I don't know why this ShoreTel thing won't go away.
It's because you needed to.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I went.
Okay, so there we go. Okay, so once you're there, you have to your username and password. And if you don't have a username, or if you don't remember your username and password, again, put a star next to your name, and the computer automatically generates it. Once you go in, you can reset your password, because the one that I generate for you is weird, okay? So this is what the desktop looks like, okay?
What about the URL?
Oh. I'll tell you what, I'll just send it to you, Phil, okay? Real quick.
I'd like to know what it is too, because I've got PDON on JPW 206, or PDON at widen.com JPW 206. Does that sound right, or is that?
There's a dash connect.
Is that
Yeah.
after?
Looked like when it first came up. There it is.
Okay, Phil, I just sent you in your email. It will come up. Okay. Who else needs it, real quick?
Me.
Okay.
And
Then you just
just sent me
Yes, a
a
link.
name and password.
Yeah.
Do
But
I
there,
have to use that? 'Cause I mean, I've got one.
oh, okay.
I mean, will that, I have to change it now?
Yeah, but you can go in and change it back to what you had. Okay, Linda, I just sent yours. And Scott, you need one too? I mean, Skip?
Skip, yes,
Sorry.
ma'am.
Skip, Scott, you know, close.
Whatever. Won't answer to anything.
But there's no URL there.
No, but when you open it up, there will be a URL. Okay, anybody else need a login and password real quick?
Jim Crawford.
Yeah.
Is it your sign-in and password, the sign-in and password for login?
No, it's not.
And will you do me a favor and send one to, a password and preset to Mike?
Sure.
You wanted me to talk to him about it after class, and I'm pretty sure I didn't remember what he remember using it.
Okay. So everybody has a login and password now.
Let me try this again. jpw206-connect.globalwolfweb.com.
I believe that's right. Did that work?
I've used that before.
Yes, I think that's right. I think that's
I
right.
have the office here and got into it, so.
Okay, great. Okay, so this is the home page, and everybody's home page is going to look the same. What I'm going to do is I have the power. I'm an administrator for this system, so a lot of things that I can get into, you can't. So I'm just going to give you an overview here, but then when we start working, I'm going to log in as an agent, so you'll see exactly what you see rather than what I see. Because I see every contact that you've put in, every lead that's been sent out, I see all of that, okay? But when you log in, you are only going to see your leads. You're not going to see anybody else's or your contacts that you've entered, okay? So this is the home page. It has, and remember we said that all you had to do was log into here and you wouldn't have to log in anywhere else because look at all the links. Butler County Taxes, CSS, Cowley County, your email, your Wigand email, Kansas Association of Realtors, or Kansas Association of Real Estate Inspectors, CAR, KREC, NAR, paperless, registered roofers, restrictive covenants, RPR, MLS, Sedgwick County, Supra, transaction desk, which is Instanet. They just call it something different now. It's Instanet. WAR, WABA, and Wigand. So if there's anything that you routinely use that you think everyone would benefit from, let me know and I'll add it to the links. You can also have user links, and I don't have any because everything that I would need is under office links. But if you want to add your own links, let's say that you check the stock market every day and you have a website that you like to use to check the stock market, you can add that under user links. Nobody will see it but you, okay? And the way that you do that is you go up to home and where it says links, you're not going to have office links because you can't add that. You're not going to have login links, but you will have user links. And all you do is click on it, add an entry, put the link name, let's say stock market, and the URL, and then click save and it will show up on your desktop. Okay? So again, if you log into WOLFconnect in the morning, you should never have to go anywhere else. I mean, you should never have to log into anywhere else. You should have access to everything here. This is where Bonnie said she uses this to sign up for classes, okay? So in this week from Lynn, when I say we've got a class coming up on whatever it is, sign up on WOLFconnect, this is what you do. All you have to do, okay, it's closed now because we're in the middle of the class. But if this was a future class, it would say register. You click on register and you're registered for the class. That's all you got to do. You don't have to email me. I don't have to email you back. It just saves everybody lots and lots of time. Okay? So, and then since I have administrative access, I can go in and you can't, but I can go in and take a look and see who has signed up for the class today. Okay? Another thing that you can use this, or another thing that our staff uses this for, is when they send out all pages. We don't carry pagers anymore, but when they send out all pages, this is where they send it from, is from WOLFconnect. Okay? We used to set up showings on WOLFconnect before we had CSS. Now we don't, so we don't use this anymore because we have CSS. Broker Wolf is something that I think you might find valuable. You can go in and take a look at your earnings report under Broker Wolf. So what you can do is click on here, and I'm not, well, okay, I can go in here. And mine's going to say nothing, because that's what I've sold. But you put in your start date and your end date, and it will give you a report of how much your earnings is, or has been.
For the whole time that you've been in winter?
No, you can put in, from the time that we've had, well, maybe, because we imported the information from Lucero.
Oh, okay.
So possibly, you'll just have to go in and play with it. But this is very helpful, I think. So this is almost June, so we almost have half a year over. So if you want to go in and see where you are, if you've not been keeping records, you can go in and see what your income has been, what your volume has been, how close you are to President's Club, Master Circle, whatever it is that your goals are. Okay?
Does that also give you the summary of deductions,
Yes.
like for transaction?
Yes.
Real care?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think it's real care, but I think it will give you the transactions and the volume.
Okay.
Okay? Okay, leads and contacts. We're going to skip this for a minute because we're going to go back to that. They've changed the name of this. This used to be e-concierge, and just this morning it's a new name. Woke up to a new world, people.
Business director?
Okay, it's called Business Directory now. It's the same thing, apparently. We'll see. Yep, it absolutely is the same thing. But rather than calling it e-concierge, they're calling it Business Directory. So these are all vendors that I've entered into the system based on the list that we have in all of our offices. These are vendors that agents have recommended be on our preferred vendor list. So if you need a chimney sweep, you would click on here, and there are 4 chimney sweeps that have been recommended by our agents. You click on one of them, and it will give you their phone number. Okay? That's all I have in here right now is phone number. Eventually, I'd like to have address and contacts and email and everything. But right now, all I have is phone numbers. So this business directory can be very, very helpful for you, particularly if you're a newer agent and you don't know our vendors. It has tile work, wood floors, lagoons, structural systems, picture hanging, painters, lenders, anything that you can think of. Okay? So take advantage of that. And again, this is much better than going on the internet and just searching for someone, because these are vendors that have been recommended by our people, by our agents. Okay? If there's someone that you use that you really, really like, that you want to recommend and that you want on the list, send me an email. If there's someone on the list that you've had a bad experience with and you can prove to me that they need to be taken off the list, I can do that as well. So just let me know, okay? Files is a great resource for you. This is where, remember those of you who have been around for a while, remember the intranet that we used to have before WOLFconnect? This is where all of those files were transferred over to here. So if you go, and I'm going to log out right here and log in as Patty so that you can see what you see. Uh-oh, sorry. Got a Google Hangout going on. Okay, so this is what, I'm now logged in as Patty Spear, so you're going to see everything that that an agent would see. Okay, so we go into Files, and then anytime there's a plus in front of something, that means there's more there to open, right? Everybody knows that? Okay, so we click on the plus, and we've got Office Docs, so we click on that. And we have advertising forms. So when you're ready to submit your advertising, your open house ads, you know, for the on the market, you can go in here and do it. This is I believe this is an interactive form. Let me check. Okay, this is a page that gets you to the ad text form and the ad request form. Okay, so if you click on here, it will take you, and I'm not going to do it because it takes a long time to download, but it'll take you to the ad text form that's interactive that you can email to your staff rather than having to come into the office, fill it out, and hand it in. So this is just another way for us to be paperless and for you to get your ads.
Well, I was told that you have to turn a check in when you turn in the...
That's true.
So
That's
how do you
true.
do that if you email it to them?
Well, but you do not have to pay for open house ads, do you?
Color ads you do.
Color ads you do, but if it's just an open house
No.
ad, you don't have to pay.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Shown bys you do.
Shown bys you do. That's correct.
You're saying if you do an open house ad,
Right.
and then you want just the verbiage ad for open house?
Right.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Then this next one has a plus by it. It's called Agent Resources. And you know our emergency plans that we have? Okay? That's here for all offices, Belle Plaine, Corporate, Derby, East. We don't need El Dorado anymore. I can delete that one. Emergency plans, Hutchinson, Newton, West. We also have, we've been trying to videotape every class that we've been doing, like all the social media classes. So far, we have 3 of them that you can go in here. If you don't remember the name of them or if you can't find them on YouTube, because they're on the WOLFconnect YouTube channel. But if you can't find them there, you can go in here, click on the logo, and it will take you to the YouTube video of the class, the Facebook class, the Twitter class, the
that's
Pinterest
cool.
class,
Yeah.
in case you've missed them. Okay? And we're going to try and do that for every class that we do. From now on. We're also looking at cameras. If you have any input about video cameras, I would love to hear from you because we're shopping and need some input. Okay?
Lynn,
Yes?
just FYI, none of this under Office Docs seems to work on an iPad.
Okay.
It just-
I've never tried it on my iPad.
That might be because you probably have to have Word or Excel or something maybe, and.
Well,
I don't know what's happening.
yeah, that's right. That's right, because it opens up as a Word doc. Yeah. And yeah, that's exactly right. Okay, buyer resources. This is where, these are all the market share charts that you can print out for your listing presentation, your pre-listing packets. So all of these are here. JPW Store is where if you open this up, you have a link to go to buy name tags and also business cards. So this is where you go to get that. Here is all of the WOLFconnect logos. Some of you have been asking for me to send you logos, and I'm happy to do that. But if you can't find them, you know, come in here and you can click on here and you can download logos. Military on the Move, this is information about our MOM program, the consumer flyer, the eligibility form, all kinds of stuff for the MOM program. This is for new homes. office hours. Our entire policy and procedures manual is on here. Relocation, and then here is seller resources, okay? And if you come back here and you click on buyer resources, this is where it has all of your marketing materials. 15 interesting facts, master circle, advantages of working with one agent, business journal ranking, for sale by owner. If I were a new agent and I was putting together a listing presentation, or a pre-listing packet, I would go in and I would print out every single one of these and then decide which ones I wanted to use, okay? And you can use this in a listing presentation book, or you can scan them and use them in a video presentation, or a PowerPoint, or however you want to use them. Also, many of them are editable. The ones that say PDF, like the market share charts, are not editable for obvious reasons. The things that are not, that we can let you modify, you can go in and edit, and you can change the wording, you can add your logo, you can add your photo, your contact information, so that you can personalize it for your presentation, okay? We have that for buyers, we also have that for sellers. So, and there are 2 different pages, so take a look at these. There's lots and lots of good information here. Any questions about this, about the file manager? This is something that I really encourage you to go in and take a look at. There's lots of good information here. Okay, now the thing that I want to spend most of the time on today is leads and contacts. How many of you currently have a contact management system? What do you use?
Mainly Top Producer.
Top Producer. Okay, great. That's a great one. What do you use, Bonnie?
Real Kiss.
Real Kiss. Anybody else?
We have just a contact list
Uh-huh.
that has lots of different information about individuals.
Great. And is it, what kind of format is it in?
It's just on a, it's just like a Excel
Oh, yeah.
type thing.
Okay.
And it has phone numbers, addresses.
Great. Great.
And then anniversary dates, birth dates. stuff
Great.
like that.
Okay. So you have a contact list.
Right.
Okay. But that is not really a contact management system.
No.
Because you can't, but I mean, it's fabulous that you have all that information in one spot, because so many people have it everywhere, you know, bits and pieces. I highly recommend that everyone puts together a contact management system, uses a contact management system, and this is one that you can use for free. The reason that I say that is we all know that it's important that you be able to reach your contacts, that you have them all in one spot, and that you have a systematic plan to contact them. Those of you who have been through coaching with me know that I recommend that you contact people 33 times a year, and that in order to do that, you have to be very systematic in your approach. Statistically, if you contact people 33 times a year, for every 12 people in your database that you contact 33 times a year, you'll get 2 pieces of business. Okay? So it's important that you continue to contact people, and if you're not systematic in your approach, if you're just hit and miss, if you're throwing it on the wall and hope something sticks, there's no way to track, right? So it's important that you be systematic in the way that you contact your people. So the very first thing that you have to do is get a contact management system, a CRM. Okay?
Can you do labels from WOLFconnect?
No.
I have a question. I've been entering mine on WOLFconnect, but then I also set up an Excel spreadsheet. But I'm doing double the work. I'm
Total waste of time.
trouble trying to import it. I couldn't figure that out. So when I email Kayla my, SOI list from Excel, and she prints the labels for me.
Uh-huh.
But I'm trying to figure out, how to
Okay.
merge the 2 or not have to do double the work.
Okay. Well, we'll talk about that later, okay?
Okay.
but first of all, when you get started, don't ever enter anybody under contact. This is very counterintuitive, but enter everyone under leads, okay? And that's very, very important that you do that. Enter everyone under leads. So if you click on leads and you add an entry, and I'm logged in as Patty Spear, okay? So contact is assigned to Patty Spear. I don't want my contact assigned to anybody else, right? So it's going to be automatically assigned to me because I'm logged in. I'm Patty Spear for all intents and purposes. There are lots of categories here. What I want you to be aware of is we can get bent out of shape about categorizing. Top Producer has a ton of different ways you can categorize people. A lead is a lead is a lead, as far as I'm concerned. If I'm going to contact my people 33 times a year, I don't care whether they're a past client, whether they're a future buyer, whether they're a future seller, whether they're a relocation buyer. I don't care who they are. I'm going to contact them 33 times, period. If you get bent out of shape about, okay, I'm going to send this person this thing, and I'm going to send this person this thing, you'll never get anything done, right? When someone gets a postcard in the mail, do you think that they really, really study it? No, they look at it and go, oh, that's Tom Elson, very cool, goes in the trash. But that you've made an impression on them, right? You're getting top of mind awareness because they've seen your face, they've seen your name, they've read a little bit about you, and then it's gone. If you spend so much time customizing what you're going to send to what person, you're going to spend a lot of time doing that, and you're not going to get enough touches out there. So don't get bent out of shape about who they are or what they are to you. You know, whether they're an SOI or a past client or a neighbor or whatever, they're a lead, period. Okay?
The information that you have up there, we also have on that list that I
Oh,
was
perfect.
talking about. Is there any way to
You can import.
to
Yes.
this system rather than what we have?
Yes. Yeah, you don't have to, and it's kind of cumbersome, but you can import. Let me show you.
Well, you can show me later if you
That's
wish.
okay. But, okay, here we go. If you go into contacts, it says import,
Oh, okay.
and it will walk you through, it will give you instructions as to how to do it. And it's I gotta be honest with you, it's pretty labor intensive, but it's a lot easier than hand typing
That's
in
what I was
all of your
wondering.
leads. Yeah. So you may have to play with it a while,
Yeah.
but
It's gonna cost you lunch for Lynn.
There you
but
go.
it's a lot easier to do it this way than to hand type in everything.
So
Okay.
if you do number 2 and create a file to Excel, can you do labels from Excel?
Can you do labels from Excel? Huh?
I think so.
Labels?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I have a big issue with labels.
Okay.
I don't know what my problem is with that.
Okay, so we're going to go back into leads, right? Because this is somebody that we met at an open house, pretend, okay? This is somebody that we met at an open house, and they're not working with another agent, and you think, you know, you might want to establish a relationship with them, and you want to put them on your SOI list. So we're going to add the entry, and we're going to say that they are a potential buyer, okay, or a seller. And again, I wouldn't get bent out of shape about a co-worker, first-time home buyer, all this other jazz. I would just categorize them as buyer or seller. If you know, you may not know, but you have to put in something in that box. Okay, source of business. Don't use anything that says CCL because that's customer care lead. Those are leads that I've put in. From eLeads, okay? So don't use anything that says CCL, please, please, please. But anything else you can use. And again, I met this person at an open house, okay? And I want to keep track of that because I want to keep track of where my business came from. Because when I go back and analyze my business from the past year, I want to find out how many people came from floor duty, how many came from open house, how many came from referrals. I want to know that. in order to make goals for the next year.
Then can you generate a report that lists all the names?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so we got this from an open house. The status is active because I'm just now putting it in. But let's say that these people bought a house from somebody else, or they told you to go away because they didn't like you for whatever reason. We can put them as inactive, okay? But right now they're active because we're just now putting them in. Okay, and I'm going to use my name so Patty doesn't freak out. And you can put all kinds of information in here. What I envision you have on your Excel spreadsheet.
Right.
Their phone number, their cell number, their what's a fax? Their spouse's first name, their spouse's last name. Sometimes those are different in today's world. Their address, and you may not have all this, right? But hopefully you'll have at least email and phone number. Okay, and oh, it already filled in it automatically filled that in for me, okay? And then I'm going to click Save. This lead is assigned to you and will be immediately accepted as a client contact. So when I click OK, then that goes into my contacts, okay? Now I can also add family information, okay? So I can add spouses' names, additional notes, you know, whatever you want to add. And then under here you can add notes about anytime you talk to them. You know, like Top Producer, same kind of system as Top Producer. When you talk to them, what they said, how many houses you showed to them, you know, so that you can keep track of all of this in one spot. And then this is what I really want to show you is drip marketing campaign. We have a drip marketing campaign set up in WOLFconnect where you can automatically set these people up to get automatic emails from you, and it will be customized for you. If you're signed in as yourself, then everything that goes out of here, every email that goes out of here will have your contact information on it, okay? Your photo, your telephone number, your email, everything. So I'm going to click Add Entry. I have gone through, there's a lot of these in here that are templated. I have gone through and customized all of them with the Wygand logo, and then I've changed some of the wording a little bit. If I didn't like the way it sounded, I changed it. You can do that as well. My guess is that to get started, you just want to use the templates, okay? If you want to customize them, you're more than welcome to do that, but that takes a lot of time. I would just get started doing it now with the templates that are available. If it says JPW after it, that means it's the ones that I've already customized. So only use those, and then you won't have to change anything. So there's buying a home, and remember, Patty met me at an open house, and she knows I'm a buyer, I'm a potential buyer, so she would set me up on this email campaign. And this email campaign has 8 emails, and you see when they're sent, it automatically sends them out.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Isn't that cool? Okay. And if you want to see what the letter says, thank you for visiting my virtual real estate resource center. Email sent by Patty Spear, Sales Associate, East Office. See, it's already customized to you when you send it out. Okay?
If you meet someone at an open house and they're looking to buy, but they also have a house to sell,
Set them up on both.
you can send it on both?
Yep. So let's say that that's the case here, that I have a house I want to buy, but I also have a house to sell. So you've set me up on a buying a home campaign. You can also set me up on a thinking of selling campaign, okay, which has eight emails. Also, I'd put everybody on the planet under a holiday one. buyer, seller, whatever. It's, you know, happy 4th of July, whatever. I mean, it's holidays throughout the year. I would also set everybody up on a seasonal, spring, summer, winter, fall. Okay? All of these are already done for you. All you have to do is put your contact in here, click on here to add the entry. So now I am going to get seasonal messages, holidays, thinking of selling and buying a home, all from Patty. Already scheduled out, already customized to say JP Wygand, already customized to say Patty Spear, East, I mean, all the work's done for you.
Each entry, there's one that doesn't say JPW and one that does.
Right. Use the one that says JPW. The one that doesn't is one that's not been customized. It's just a template. If you want to use that template and change it and do something else, you can do it. Copy it. Don't, you know, copy it, and then you can customize it for yourself.
Then does it automatically set the dates for you?
Yes, automatically sets the dates. Automatically sets the dates based on the day that you send it. So remember when we looked at buying a home, the first one's going out. This is the 19th. Today is the 19th. The first one's going out in 2 days. And then 7 days, and then 7 days, and then 7 days, and then 7. Okay?
And if you click on one of those, can you go in and read the letter?
Yes.
Oh, okay, you did it.
Uh-huh. No, that's okay.
Now, sending this out on the drip campaign, do they have, when they receive the email, do they have an option to opt out?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely they do. And it is right here, unsubscribe.
Okay.
Does it let us know that?
Does it let who know that?
Does it, I mean,
Will it
if someone
notify us?
unsubscribed, will it notify us if someone's unsubscribed?
That I don't know.
That would just,
That'd be important.
That I don't know.
Yeah, because then you know whether or not to keep sending them to them.
well, I mean, they won't get emails.
They
from
won't
you,
get- they
but-
won't get
but
it if you
It's one of
unsubscribe.
those things that if you want to keep them in your SOI list, or,
Uh-huh.
you know, or
Well,
Or maybe
just
you need to
because
call-
I don't want to get an email from you doesn't mean I won't buy a house from you.
yeah, I agree with
That's
that.
why you need to
but-
be able to call them. You
Yeah.
need to know that they did it, so you can call them.
Yeah, and I assume it does. We'll just have to test it, okay? I tell you what, I will leave this up here. I mean, I will leave this attached to Patty so that I will get these emails and I will unsubscribe, and then I'll contact Patty and let you know.
Okay.
Because we've never tested that. That was a really good question. Okay. Okay, any questions about this? Now, if I go to my list and I go to contacts, now this is Patty's list. As you can tell, I've used Patty many, many times as a guinea pig when I've set these up, right? So these are all the contacts that Patty has that I set up during classes that I've given, okay? Patty has RealKiss, so she doesn't use WOLFconnect for her contacts. She uses RealKiss. And it's your choice, whatever you want to use. The advantage of this is that it's free, okay? Now, everybody knows we're getting a new website, right? Yay! It's going to be awesome. But it's not going to be for probably 6 or 7 months. So I highly recommend that you start using this and get comfortable with it. But once we have our new website, it will have a contact management system in it. So what we'll do is we'll just import all the leads from here into the new system. Okay? But don't wait for 6 or 7 months for the new system. Start using this now.
So all of our contacts that we enter now will be transferred to this?
You can transfer them, yes.
But we have to do it?
Yeah, but it's easy.
Okay.
Yeah, super easy.
Is the only way to back it up through the exporting?
The only way to back it up.
Yeah, if you want to back up all your lists and everything, it's the only way to do it through exporting.
Well, it's cloud-based, so and we back up, I mean, I would not be nervous about losing it because it is cloud-based and we have a lot of redundant systems. But if you are, you can absolutely export it if you choose to, yeah. But I wouldn't be nervous about backing it up because we have so many redundant systems. WOLFconnect has a lot of redundant systems, and we as a company have a lot of redundant systems. So if all of those systems go down, we'll all be dead anyway, so we don't care.
What about the other functions that will connect when we get the new website? Is it going to?
It'll go away. Yeah,
So it won't be using WOLFconnect?
No. no. But that's 6 or 7 months from now, so you want to use it now and utilize all of the tools that are available to you to help you in your business now, and that'll get you used to using a contact management system too. But when we get the new system, it'll be totally new, totally
So
different.
all the lists of websites that we can access will.
You're not going to, trust me, you're not going to lose anything.
Oh, okay.
You're going to gain a lot. A lot.
Like Sedgwick County and all that stuff.
Yeah, we can do the same thing.
You won't need-
We will have an intranet on the new system. And if we have to keep WOLFconnect for a while, once we launch our new site, we'll do that. You know, we're not going to go backwards ever, ever, ever. We're always going forwards. So if we have to keep WOLFconnect as a backup for a while, we'll certainly do that. So don't worry about that. Okay? Just concentrate on getting your people in the contact management system and start using it. Okay? Any more questions? Lots of good. Don't worry about Web Manager. That doesn't apply. Don't worry about haves and wants. Don't worry about showings, listings. There's a lot of things that we're not using on the system. But the main thing is, of course, the business directory. I think you'll use that a lot. The files that have all of the marketing pieces in it. And if there's something in there, if you want something in there that's not there, let me know. It's very easy to upload. Happy to do that for you.
Or does it duplicate all of the paperless pipeline documents?
No.
Office documents?
No. No, there's no reason to do that. No.
What did he ask?
He asked if it duplicated all the paperless pipeline documents.
But some of them.
No.
Well, like the ad text, that's in paper.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but I mean, there's no contracts or listings or anything like that in here.
You have to go into paperless.
You have to go into paperless to do that. Yeah, that makes, yeah.
Okay, I was just
Paperless
talking
is
about
on
the
WOLFconnect.
document.
Paperless is on WOLFconnect.
Yeah.
All you have to do is click on paperless.
Right.
And then you got to put in your password and all that.
Right, if you go to home and go down to links, there's paperless, whoops, there's paperless pipeline right there.
Right. And you have to put in your,
Right.
then it takes it right to,
Uh-huh.
then you can duplicate.
What I was talking about though, Lynn, is just the blank forms. Are all the same blank forms in paperless?
No.
and in WOLFconnect?
No. No. Because there would be no reason to have, I mean, we can do it that way, but there would really be no reason. They're already accessible to you in paperless pipeline. The things that are in WOLFconnect are things, you know, like to put in your listing presentation book, or your pre-listing packet, or your buyer consultation book, or, you know, marketing pieces is what are there. Market share charts. All the market share charts are there. Okay?
I had a question, Lynn.
Uh-huh.
Going back to the drip marketing campaign now, that didn't show up on mine. Is that not until you save the entry, then that will show up?
Till you save the entry.
Because,
The lead.
right, the lead, once you add the entry, save it, and then, because
Yes.
I wasn't seeing the drip marketing campaign.
Yes, you have to
Okay,
save it
once
first.
that's done,
You have
right.
to save it first, and
Okay,
then it generates it.
that's what I thought.
Right. Delane?
Well, I was just gonna say, I don't use all these things you've been talking about, and I think they're wonderful to be able to use them, but you use this for nothing more than opening it up in the morning, saving it so that if you wanna go to, paperless, if you wanna get tax information, if you wanna go to MLS, all you have to do is click on it. That in itself is just, I think that's fabulous. And I use
All in
it
one
that
spot.
way, where I just keep it there and pull it up, and you're right to the site that you wanna go to, and then all these other things are really bonuses.
Yep. Okay, any other questions?
If you add a lead to multiple drip campaigns, is there a way to tell how many emails you're going to be sending out to that one person?
If you go into,
Like, you know, if you have them to, like, the holidays, the seasonal,
Uh-huh.
they're gonna buy and sell. I mean, how many emails am I sending that one person just from those 4 campaigns? Does that make sense?
Yes, yes, it does. And you can go into, each campaign will tell you how many there are.
Okay.
Apparently I need to redo the seasonal because we're out. So that's something I'll do today. Thinking of selling, there are 8. Or no, there are 7. I lied. There are 7. So yeah, it will tell you in each, when you click on each
Okay.
campaign, it will tell you how many.
So then if you use up 7 or 8, then you gotta go in and reprogram
Right.
it to do more.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, anything else? Okay, thanks for being here. If you have any questions or if you need some one-on-one help, just let me know.